Okay, hello. Can y'all hear me? Please let me know y'all can hear me. Like, I need to know. Okay. Never mind. Okay. How are y'all doing today on this fine Sunday? I am doing fine if you are wondering. Okay? We are here to talk about the latest episode of Bobby, I Love You, Purr. Ooh, this damn music. Let me turn it down some. You know I gotta have a little bit of effects, okay? Ooh, Lord, we can hear you. Okay. Thank you, Miss okay, yes, Miss Dugay. Okay. Now let me get my notes ready, okay, because we gotta get into this mess. I gotta make sure y'all can hear me well because somebody had the nerve to come up in my comments yesterday. And I feel like I need to check a hoe, okay? Because I don't think y'all know me, so we're gonna let this be clear, okay? What does little hoe say? Too much talking, get straight to the point. Girl, this is my channel. Like I said, you don't like it, you don't watch. All right. Period. Now shut the hell up and get into the gig with me. Okay, so I just watched the first episode. I mean, not the first episode, the 8th episode of Bobby, I Love You, Purr. Okay. So the episode starts out with oh, and we might try to call in. I'ma definitely drop the StreamYard link, okay? I always forget to drop the StreamYard link, y'all. Like, I'ma invite a guest over who yes, this is the link. Okay. Yes, because I'm getting some requests for people who want to give their opinion. Okay. So the StreamYard link should be in the chat, okay? Anybody gets into the chat or whatever. If not, this will be pre-recorded for whoever wants to tune in later and get into the tea. I sat here long and took notes and I wrote down my opinions, okay? So I got a little script. And what we gonna do is we gonna barrel me because at the end of the day, I'm still new to this, okay? I ain't true to this yet, okay? I'm realizing how hard it is for these YouTubers. But okay. So, Bobby, I Love You, episode 8. So the episode starts off. Oh, girl, turn your camera off. Okay. I see you in the backstage, okay? So I'm gonna go over this and we gonna come back unless should I run this with this person? We gonna see. Okay, I'm gonna add you to the stream, okay? Okay. Hello.
Yes.
Okay, Tay, tell us what you think about this week's episode.
I just think he need to go ahead and choose Island Boy because I feel like that's the dude for him. Even though Island Boy is toxic and he has his ways and he's a little flirtatious, but I feel like
We
Island
should really
Boy.
be getting into this later on. So here's what we gonna do. You gonna be my co-host, okay? Now, what is your name? Tay? Tay. We're gonna call you Tay. We don't
Hello.
want you putting. Yes, I can hear you. Hello. Lord Jesus, she done left, child. Okay, we gonna wait for her to come back, okay? Cause I can hear you just fine, Tay. But I was gonna go over it with her since she was gonna be my co-host. I met her on Twitter, okay? But I'm gonna go ahead and start about the first topic while she gets ready to come back into the live, because we was gonna get into a whole situation over here. Okay, we was gonna get it going, and as more people come through. But anyways, we still gotta have this for the people that's watching this later on. Okay, so the episode starts off with most of these guys on this pier, like they were talking about the boxing challenge yesterday or earlier that same day on some dock. And you can't really tell if it's morning or night. But, anyways, Hercules, aka Grandy Glaze, he quotes, "Oh, what are y'all hiding?" in a joking way. But it backfired when people said, "Well, you're the one with the whole girlfriend." Then all of a sudden he claims that that's his ex. Yeah, right. Okay. So Crouton, he then asks, "What kind of relationship is it? Is it a on and off again relationship, or?" And Hercules, he acted as if low key he didn't want to answer that, but he did admit to still being in love with that woman. Okay, because he's still with women. But which for me it was a stupid idea because you clearly can't trust him. I mean, it is a dating show. Somebody is of course going to run back and tell. Like I said in the last episode, Grandy Glaze been known by the gay community for a while. He's been admitted that he's not gay and he don't even like gay people like that. But of course, the gay girls don't mind taking, they don't mind, he don't mind taking the gay girl's coin, period. Let me do a little test, make sure this is running right. Y'all excuse me, y'all. Okay. Okay. Testing, okay. Tay, if you can hear this, click the StreamYard link in the chat, okay? Click the StreamYard link in the chat so you can come back. But while you handle that, okay, while you get situated, your mic was going fine, okay? But anyways, back to this nigga. He also claimed that Bobby hasn't fully chose him yet, so he can't fully commit to Bobby yet, but I still feel like he would have been better off just keeping his mouth closed. See, the problem is the ones that is left now been acting all buddy buddy as if they could trust each other, but really and truly, the Negroes will turn their backs on each other. I mean, it still is a dating show. So Crouton, he got into confessionals and he was like, "Oh well, it's just not right for you to be seeking love, yet you are still here with somebody else." And I entirely agree because Bobby is one of these simple minded gays that think that everything is glitters, it gold. I mean, it isn't like Bobby doesn't know about the girlfriend, right? He knew and he still kept him, yet got the ride. My bad. It's a misspelling. Yet got rid of the big dude in, Mr. Choir Practice. What's the big new name? The big dude. I said the big nude. Big Burr. That's his name. Oh, that's a stupid name. Why would you name him Big Burr? Oh, he needs his ass whooped for that one. But so later Bobby is catching Rolling Ray up on the tee. That happened yesterday in the last. I mean, not yesterday. In the last episode, and he was telling him, well, yeah, that was yesterday, because that's what I'm thinking is taken off of. But he was telling him about how Island Boy won against Hercules, aka Grandy Glaze. I said in the last episode that was because Grandy is a big stocky dude. And Island Boy, he tall and he's skinny, which means that he kind of had like an advantage against him. So, I didn't know he won. I just thought it was hanging in there. But, Grandy Glaze, he's one of them juice heads that be in the gym that don't know how to run, but he got big buff muscles. So I'm not surprised by that. But anyways, they start discussing the challenge. And the next challenge is Roland Ray being at the dinner table instead of Bobby. We covered this in the last episode. My sound quality, it kind of got shoddy and it didn't go through, but I'm gonna try to do this good this time. I'm hoping that everybody can hear me and everything is clear because I was just going on and on and on. I should delete that video, but I was going on and on and on and on and on, and I didn't even know I could not hear myself. I was like, "What is this?" But back to this damn discussion. So, like I said, they started discussing the challenge, and in the last episode, Roland Ray in the previews, he was pretending to be Bobby. They come by, oh my god, they was expecting Bobby. It's the same thing for every person pretty much. Excuse me. So the first one to go up against Roland Ray is Go Hard. And Roland Ray first asked him to feed him a chocolate covered strawberry. And he says, well, isn't that a little bit inappropriate? Or I guess Bobby told Ray to say that because, he has him saying stuff through a little microphone. He told him to say, oh, you be showing everybody else attention in the house. You in a whole relationship with Rail. I'm like, that's a bold statement because I mean, damn, like I don't know what them niggas had going on. But then he asked him if it's true that he has 4 kids. And you know what he says? He says he has one daughter and like the other is nieces and nephews. He's helping his brother, his brother and his sister or whatever. And he's like, I don't know, y'all. He's telling the truth or I don't know if he's telling the truth or not. So, I don't trust him. Okay. He just don't. He give me shady vibes. But other than that, I feel like Go Hard answered the questions really well. He does give me a sort of real genuine vibe sometimes. Like it's hard to tell with him, but when he was answering those questions and how he was behaving, I feel like he knew somehow, somewhere, Bobby was in the butches somewhere, knowing everything that was being said. I mean, it was pretty simple. Like, they should have gave this reality show to me because I would have had some better ideas. Like, I'm sorry, I just look at the oh, excuse me. I just look at the old VH1 reality shows, and I'm sorry, those were top tier. But so now Crouton is next, and at this point, I can't ignore Roland Ray's teeth. Okay, his teeth is teething. It's horrible. He should have been got braces a long time ago. I would be scared to get bitten by this thing because, like, I don't want to catch nothing and be getting shots or something like that. Not saying he got an STD or nothing like that. I'm just saying his teeth looks horrible. Like, his teeth looks horrible. Like, I look like, no, 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 no. I can't. I was tired of seeing it. Okay. So Roland Ray, he does that beeping. I just came back from the deadline thing on Crouton and says that he told me that you were still on drugs, and I don't know what he meant by that. But Crouton, he gives me a sneaky vibe, but I never heard of him being on any drugs. But of course, Crouton, he couldn't wait to spill the tea on Hercules. I kind of had the feeling he was going to be the one to carry that bone because he gave me the messy one out of the bunch group, like out of the group that was going to be the one to, the way he was talking, I knew that he just couldn't wait to open his mouth up and say something about that. So Roland Ray, aka Bobby, behind the scenes, asked him to do some hip thrusts and demonstrate on a chair how he would smash Bobby. So I thought that would be funny, but it was actually hard to watch because those were some weak ass thrusts. He claimed that it was a really private thing and about his sexuality and whatnot, yada yada. And, either way, those were some weak ass thrusts, like I said. But anyways, so then Island Boy, he's next. And God bless his soul because he was genuinely was looking forward to for a date with Bobby. God bless this Jamaican man because he's just not really here for the shenanigans. Like, you could tell he's like really like, okay, like, what is going on? But I honestly think he could be the best man for him because he gives me a genuine vibe. So it's hilarious because, like, him being Jamaican or whatever he is with that accent, you could just tell he's not here, like I said. And Roland Ray asking him about his family, and if he says yes, his mom would appreciate him the most or like him the most, and then thought, oh really, like, because I just always thought Jamaicans hated gays with a passion. But like, anywho, okay, what the hell was that noise? Okay, let me go ahead and keep on. Let me do a little quick check. Can everybody still hear me? Okay, y'all done dipped. Okay, that's cute. But anyhow, I feel like Island Boy and Go Hard are the top two that I would also add like an honorable mention of Hercules or Grandy Glaze, only because Bobby was so smitten over him in his big muscles. I can't blame him though at the end of the day, but if you have a girlfriend, I would definitely send you home right then and there. And the fact that he didn't do that tells me a lot. But back to Island Boy and Go Hard, they were saying things that he wanted to hear out of a grown man, he says. But then Dangling walks out and he looks about half high. He's next and he don't know which show he's at because he'd applied at all of them. He gave me the vibe that he's not really here for Bobby, but wouldn't mind smashing him at the end of the show, and that he do work, sex on OnlyFans, okay? And he be at every Zeus casting audition. But overall, I feel like his personality got him this far. And he really is just having fun and going with the flow, almost forgetting what show he's on, like I said. Like, he's really cool. He seems cool to hang out with, but like, he's not the one to be around in a serious situation. But so mind you, like I said in the beginning, that Bobby's telling Roland Ray that what to say. And he literally tells him what I said. And that he don't really have a connection with Bobby, and that Bobby was telling Roland Ray that that's how he feel about him. And then Bobby goes to the confessional like, oh, I basically admit that Dangling actually low key annoys me. And I could see that because he does make a lot of weird noises and stuff, and it never seems to be in a real serious mood, and can't date I can't date anybody that's never in a real serious mood. But anyways, I just don't, need nobody joking and stuff. But anyways, Roland Ray brings up his Twitter and OnlyFans, talking about how he busting it open and getting his stuff. Because you would never expect it, because he seems a little masculine. He seems laid back. But he out here on Twitter getting his legs thrown up behind his head. Okay. But he was like, Bobby was in the confessionals talking about how he pretty much would be okay with it if he was like the top. And he was basically like, doing the dinging down and stuff like that. Dingling was doing what Dingling's supposed to be doing. But no, Dingling was getting a dingling in his dingling, in his hole, okay? But anyways, all these gay men nowadays have an OnlyFans. And they act as if they can't have sex without a camera being shown in their face. Everybody doesn't need an OnlyFans, but hey, I can't knock anybody's hustle. But I guess that's this guy's career. So it's Rerun's turn, and I'm gonna say, I feel like Rerun is really slept on. He's a gorgeous man. I would love to say that because I just don't know how Bobby even got him in the first place, because Rerun gives me the vibe that he's not really in love with anybody. He's really just after their coin. I mean, he did leave him for Jeffree Star. And those of y'all who don't know who Jeffree Star is, he's just some white gay drag queen kind of YouTuber dude that does like makeup. Back when it was popular to do makeup on YouTube, it's not really popular now. Nobody really checks for that, but he left him to go for him. And Jeffree Star, he's rich, okay? He's really rich. But I'm sorry, knowing my ass, I probably would have ended up taking Rerun back because that man is so fine. Like, he just give me the vibe that you safe no matter what, as long as you're with him. Just, ugh. But he was talking about why he feels like Bobby should choose him, even though he had his chance before, and what makes him different than all the other guys. And he was like how Bobby doesn't want a boring dude, and how he wants somebody to do something and make him mad and beat somebody up at the club and then go home and then just beat his back out and throw his legs up in the air. And personally, I find that kind of hot. That would be a whole thrill. I wanted a relationship like that, but, I tried something like that in my old relationship and it ended up being a real argument. So, but I got sidetracked and I got to look back at the TV, right? And the next thing you know, Roland Ray is getting Rerun to feed him a strawberry. Lord have mercy, that was such a sight for sore eyes. Roland Ray was sucking on his fingers, child. Rerun was like moaning and shit. I'm like, oh my god, ew, what is going on? And then let me just go ahead and know this person. So like Hercules, he next, aka Grandy Glaze. As he's low key pissed, he low key pissed me off, okay? Because Roland Ray asked him about his girlfriend. And he's like, he started deflecting and saying that, oh, I feel like people are trying to paint a narrative. He's not with the girl anymore. But I call bullshit because I'm pretty sure she's at home, while he's working, quote unquote working, right? Him being on that show, that's working. This is just another way for gay people to know more about his OnlyFans, in my opinion. Like, this is advertising. That's the only reason why he's on this show. There's so many men who aren't even gay who are known as queer baiters. They set up a OnlyFans. Meanwhile, you do your research, you do your TikTok and Instagram, and you find out they got a whole girlfriend who's in on it, who don't care, who's, hey, the money coming, shit. They don't give a fuck. They know the nigga ain't really gay. But Roland Ray basically caught him in a lie and asked him how long ago they were broken up. He says 4 months. Bobby remembered and told Roland Ray, oh, but you told Bobby 2 months, So then he's sweating, mind you. Like, I feel like Hercules made the mistake that a lot of these dudes made, and that was getting too comfortable and oversharing, because you did that to you, put yourself in a hole that you can't dig yourself out of. Like, you okay. I just know this guy's really clout chasing, like, and he just talked too much. Like, you shouldn't have said all that. Like, but Roland Ray asked as if he would delete all his connections with his ex in order to be with Bobby. He claims that he would. But a minute ago, he said that he was in love with her, so I still feel like he would still try to contact with her. He was sweating bullets, like I said. I'd rather him choose his ex before he chooses this guy, because, like I said, I'd rather him choose somebody who's actually into what he has between his legs rather than somebody who's pump faking. Like I said, like, I just don't like nobody that pump fakes and act like they into one thing when they really not. Like, no, let's not do that. Whether it's a DL man or it's a man that's pretending to be like, nah, I don't like that. So now we are here at eliminations, and the first thing that I noticed is Island Boy and his turtleneck. And he had on a blue turtleneck, and I noticed he was wearing like a pink one in like the confessionals. And I would just like to say that he makes them look sexy. He pulls them off. He could make that his signature. Like, he really knows how to rock a turtleneck. That is a fine, sexy African king. Okay, a very fine chocolate man. Okay, beautiful. But anyways, he reminded me of Jayla from off of Baddies, because she did the white thing and he over here he doing the turtleneck thing. But Hercules, ooh, give me a second, y'all, because I think I done skipped a whole thing. Okay. Granny Glaze, like I said, he's an amazing actor. I just wanted to throw that in there because the more you think about how he has a girlfriend, and keep in mind the fact that I told you that he's a queer baiter and he's straight, and he's talked about how he was straight on his OnlyFans and how he doesn't mind taking the gay boys' coin and stuff like that. It's just really cringe seeing him like pretend to actually be interested. So, when Bobby came in, everybody acting all hype. He the only one going, and I'm like looking at him like, okay, like he really acting like he's so. It's just weird because it's like, I know he's not, like that. I know he's not. Like, none of his OnlyFans content, everybody says that he doesn't even really do it. But let me get off. I don't want to make nobody mad that I'm sidetracked again. We supposed to be chilling, like I said. Like, if you can't stick with me through my rambling and stuff, then hey, then this ain't for you. But then Island Boy goes up. Not much is really exchanged between him and Bobby that I care to like really remember like that. It's basically repeating the same thing. A lot of these times, Roland Ray repeats, oh, like, So what do you think type of thing? And Roland Ray gives his opinion and stuff like that. We gonna hit back at that because Roland Ray, he be pissing me off sometimes. But him and Rerun had a short exchange back and forth. I thought they was gonna fight or whatever, but they didn't fight. Next is Crouton, and come to think of it, Crouton probably thought he was safe, right? Because he carried a bone. But really and truly, he didn't do much, but like he didn't do much because like Bobby already knew. But like the thing about Bobby that pisses me off is the way he send these dudes off, right? He made Crouton get on one bended knee, all just to send his ass home. I'm like, wow, like he really be playing games. Like out of all of the elimination shows, dating shows or whatever, he does the funniest like eliminations sometimes because like you doing the most. But Crouton claims at the end that he did have a crush on him and that if it was true, I feel like I still don't see Bobby picking somebody like him. Like I said earlier, Bobby is still one of these typical basic gay dudes who want the big buff macho straight presenting man. Crouton, he left and randomly did some cartwheels, of course. Bobby went into confessionals and talked some more shit after that. I'm like, damn, like you couldn't have just kept it cute. Like you still like let the man do his cartwheels, you know? But Rerun comes up and Bobby asks Roland Ray what his thoughts are about him. And Roland Ray goes on and he was talking about sucking his fat ass fingers and his words. At this point, I'm really fed up with Roland Ray because not only is his teeth horrible to look at and his close ups, but his talking at the eliminations was so fucking annoying. Like all you hear is mucus and fluids all in his throat. I'm like, dude, clear your fucking throat. That's disgusting. Nobody wants to hear all that gurgle talking all over their TV screen. But anyways, Bobby brings up how he didn't let him use his phone or see his phone, which I absolutely forgot all about because that should have sent him out the door right then and there. But either way, he still got a chain, and Island Boy, he looks like he was over it, right? Because he cannot stand this guy, and that's his ex. So it's like that's your ex. You don't want him to see your phone, but you still get a chance to be here, and I already don't like you. I mean, shit, I would be mad too. So then Go Hard comes up and Roland Ray pretty much throws him under the bus and talks about his attitude, which he didn't talk about at the table, I'm realizing, but he didn't really like mention anything about his attitude or anything related to that. But all of a sudden at elimination, he brings that up and it kind of had nothing to do with anything, but Go Hard was honest and basically said what I said. And there was moments where he wasn't about to stand for being disrespected, pretty much. Like, and that's just what it is. Like, there's been plenty of times that they've been trying to play in certain people's face, and if you don't want to go for it, then that's fine. He tried to make it seem like he had a big behavioral issue or something like that. Like, he sounded like a teacher that was in school and he was scolding, and they were scolding a child for being bad in class. Like, it wasn't that deep. He was not that bad. Hell, send him my way. I'll take him. I look better than the nigga anyways. He admits that there was times where he didn't want to go home because they was tripping, like I said, which they were. But he claims because they talked it out, he was willing to still kind of like stay, give another chance of willing. Bobby seems uneasy, like, okay, well, you sound like, you ain't really feeling me. You should be saying, kissing my ass right now, type shit like that. And he acted like he didn't want to, but he still gave him a chain. And then the last two are Hercules and Dingaling. Bobby asked Dingaling, why should he choose him? And Dingaling answers, because I'm not in love with my ex. I'm like, damn. Because he was right for saying that. Because even though I feel like he a little hoe, but he still ain't do no hoish tendencies. At least he ain't get caught up with a hoe, So Bobby and Hercules end up going back and forth because Bobby brought up that he still confidently said that he's in love with his ex. which is a problem. And Hercules says that he's making it as if he's going to go back to his ex. But as for me, it seems as if he will sneak and go back to his ex behind my back, and be with who you truly want to be with. I mean, if you still have feelings with your ex and love, I don't think I would want to be with you neither because, I mean, damn, like, I got to worry about you going behind my back sneaking with them, or it's just like a waste of time and I could have been with somebody else. Like, who wants to do that? No. So then it gets interesting because Bobby then points out to Dingaling and he's like, oh, well, you don't seem like you really want to be here. You seem like you really just want to be here because you feel like you should be here. Dingaling says he spent more time with him than Hercules did and whatnot. Hercules was like, oh, I'm not here smoking weed and drinking liquor all day. Which he had a point, but I mean, shit, it didn't have nothing to do with the competition. His drug of choice didn't have nothing to do with that. That's like smoking cigarettes. I mean, to me. But he like, well, I'm smoking and drinking with Bobby, and you the one, and I'm not the one who got beat up by Island Boy. And he also asked, didn't you hit the blunt a couple times? Didn't you hit the shot or whatever? Didn't you get litty with us a couple times or whatever like that? And I feel like that's a little bit okay. Well, call him out, Dingaling. I feel like Dingaling, he plays the dumb role, right? He plays like the dumb blonde. He plays like somebody who isn't really paying attention, but then whenever it's time to like speak up and have receipts, he be knowing what to say and shit like that. Like if he really was like, I could see myself being with somebody like him. I mean, he not that ugly. I mean, he got a lot of tattoos, but he do seem a little fun. But as long as he loyal, somebody like him, I could see myself being with somebody like him. Because even though they goofy, they still gonna keep it a hundo, and they come through whenever they need to come through and be like, nah, bitch, nah, you should be the last one talking. You was puffing on this weed or whatever too. So then Bobby gives the chain to Hercules. And at this point, like I said, I'm mad as hell because he's shown you enough signs that he's not even into you like that. And I guess it's more irritating to me because I know personally before the show came out that this man is not gay or anything like that. Like I don't know how many times I can say it. Like I honestly feel like both of them could have went home, to be honest, because they both are OnlyFans content creators. And me personally, in my opinion, I feel like don't most of these OnlyFans creators aren't really relationship material. They give me unloyal vibes, unfaithful vibes. But actually he came back. He kept both of them, but I thought he was going to get rid of one of them. Okay. I messed it up. He acted as if he was going to send Dingling home. Like I told you, he be playing tricks and stuff, making it seem like he going to send this person home, but he really send that person home. He made it seem like he was going to send Dingling home. He said that he was going to give Grandy Glaze the chain. So I'm thinking he going to send Dingling home. I'm up here thinking, well, damn, you should have sent Grandy Glaze home, because like I said, I'd rather him be with his ex before him, and I'd rather him be with Dingling before him, because at the end of the day, Dingling, he with the shits, he be getting it done back there and be doing it in the back there, he be doing it all. But so let's get into the next episode, right? Oh, did I tell y'all that he kept Dingling? Yeah, I told y'all that, right? He kept Dingling. He came back and he kept him. He said, "Oh, I'm gonna make the executive decision to keep you or whatever like that." Okay, now back to the next episode. Like, what's coming up next? Okay, Dingling, like we were just talking about, he's in the stretcher for some reason. Why is he in the stretcher? I do not know why. If you guys would like to comment why you think that he's in the stretcher, let me know. Could it be that he overdosed on something? Did he get too high and get scared? Or did he fall and break his damn bones? Who knows? But hopefully he okay. He seemed like he okay. But now after that it goes to like Island Boy. And he talking about how Granny Glaze, I mean, damn, Hercules, I'm so used to calling him Granny Glaze because that's how I know him. How he was sweating bullets. And I found it funny because I also said the same thing. I'm like, this nigga was sweating bullets, like. But it looks like Bobby is finally able to go on a real personal one-on-one date with the guys, which I feel like should have been an earlier in the show. I'm so used to seeing old VH1 dating shows where they actually go on dates and not just do competition after competition, but hey, like back in the day, VH1, I Love New York, Flavor of Love. It didn't matter how many girls, how many guys it was. They going on a yacht and they going on vacation. They doing something, and let me do a little quick test because I was talking all up in this mic, like I was talking directly in the mic. Let me hear this real quick. Y'all give me a chance real quick. It's live. Okay. Okay. Damn. I do be rambling. um, I thought that the music was a little bit louder. It's either it's too loud or it's too low. Damn. Okay, so I'm gonna share my screen and we're gonna get into Twitter real quick. Can y'all see Twitter? Is my screen sharing? Is it showing? Let me make sure this is showing. Okay. I'm trying to share my damn screen. Okay, here it is. Sorry, y'all. Hang on. Okay. We got it. Okay. Okay. I seen some comments and I had liked some and I wanted to just, go over them. See what y'all talking about. Oh, it done updated. Okay, it done bumped me out. I don't like how they had Dingaling last, how long they had Dingaling last like that. Yeah, he did last a long time. I told y'all it's because of his personality. His personality, he has a nice personality. I like Dingaling's hair pulled up in a ponytail like that. Okay. A lot of y'all girls is really like fangirling over Dingaling. Like, the dick ain't all that really. It looks nasty with that piercing in it. I've seen his videos. That's why I'm saying it like this. And plus, if y'all would have seen him getting stretched open and ripped open like that, y'all wouldn't be saying this stuff. Bobby don't know how to catch red flags. Like how Hercules still there when he clearly got ties back at home. Exactly. That woman, period. Exactly. Period. That's what I'm saying. A cis straight woman saying it. It's a straight man there for money. That's what I've been saying. Like, come on now. We ain't stupid. Like, Bobby gonna pick him just to smash or something if he do. Cause an emphasis on ties back at home. That woman that he was on FaceTime with, that is his house. She is laid up at his house. I promise you. I promise you. Andre's so hard up there to be calling him Poppy when they were together sends me. Exactly. Y'all do y'all research on his ex. Not Roland Ray sucking reruns fingers. Bobby, he trying to steal your ex. Yes! He was sucking the hell out of them damn fingers. I was like, what is this? No, ma'am. I have to turn my head because I was like, oh my God, this is actually nasty. Look, somebody probably watching one of the old episodes, but they talking about some tracks is giving crazy from Flavor of Love. If he don't shut his ass the fuck up with them all this singing. Facts. I swear to God. Thug passion pussy. I kind of like Island Boy over everybody at this point. Me too. Island Boy, I don't know. I trust Island Boy. I just get a trusting vibe from him because he ain't like Americanized. Roland Ray told this boy to practice on that chair how he would fuck Bobby. Ray coming back from the dead with Crouton. Okay. Go Hard really seemed to be over it this episode. I'm really surprised he got a chain. He really looked like he had enough and was ready to clock out. I felt the same way. Clearly, you see, I liked it. All these ones you've seen, I liked. I clearly felt the same sentiments. I wish Hercules wasn't so corny. Yeah, he is corny. Ray and Bobby continue talking to these guys so disrespectful. It's not funny. It ain't funny, but sometimes it is funny. It's like it's not funny, but I see what he was trying to go for, right? He was trying to go for like, oh, let me talk to these niggas how I want to, whatever, and toss them around, whatever, like that, and they still be here. This gonna be funny. But it ain't giving that. Every gay dude want to be a Regina George. Like you don't have to be the bad guy, you be the bad girl all the time. Oh, somebody said, and I hope that handler gonna be at the reunion. I am done. He needs to bring his ass to that reunion. Hot Wheels, you wheel your ass up here with your manual using your arms ass wheelchair. Okay, and then you bring your handler, you get him to push your ass up there, and y'all please y'all case, bitch, because y'all got some explaining to do. Because ain't no way in hell that handler should have had everybody goddamn number in his phone. That handler was doing all the handling. You supposed to be handling Hot Wheels. You up here handling, with the niggas in the back. You know, I feel like Bobby was really looking for love. He would have kept tracks. Yeah, but you also got to understand what kind of dude what kind of dude Bobby is. Bobby ain't going for no singing ass nigga. Every gay dude want to be a singer, and he was one of them. He just gave me choir. He gave me choir practice. Like, I mean, ain't nothing wrong with you singing, but he just gave me choir practice. Like, bitch, quit singing. I don't want to go to church, bitch. All that goddamn singing. He remind me of that dude, right? From TT Do You Love Me? And I wish I had my YouTube channel back then. I would have did reviews on that. I need to go back and watch that. I never even finished it. But it was a dude on there, and he used to sing. And he used to be like he was like, nigga, the bitch is mine, or something like that, or like, oh, let go of the goddamn rope, or he used to be singing it. He used to sing everything. I was like, like, no, ma'am. It was a big dude too. Why rerun here? Because he need his rerun. He probably still got. You know what? I feel like I'm gonna be the first one to say this, right? I feel like the reason that Rerun didn't want to give up his damn phone to Bobby, even though they had a past together, I feel like the reason why he didn't want to give up his phone, and I'm gonna end off on this. I feel like the reason why he didn't want to give up his phone is because he still got Jeffree Star on his phone, and he still be texting him. That's why I feel like he even back on the show. So he could come back, do his little thing. He ain't gonna mess up his plug. Jeffree Star got money. Y'all know how rich his ass is. His little porcelain white gay ass. Crouton did cartwheels out that bitch. He was ready to go home for real. Unpopular opinion. I don't think Bobby is really looking for love. I feel like he's looking for somebody to match his image. I don't know. I feel like he's looking for something to smush on. And this show is basically just a little bit of fame. He gonna try to get his second season, and they gonna give it to him. I just feel like if they was gonna give somebody a show, it should have been somebody a little bit more deserving. Like, not somebody who really ain't popping like that. Like, like Bobby was a sidekick on Love and Hip Hop. He never had a main role in anything. So him having a show, it's kind of like out of place. Not Bobby telling Ray he's giving Aaliyah. Bobby, why you play with him like that? Don't play with Aaliyah. Yo, Rerun and Roland Ray part got me dying while he suck his fingers. Right. Right. Okay. What to say? I don't know if y'all can hear this. No, ma'am. Bobby little friend. Bobby little friend, cute low key. Right there. He could get it low key. His friend. Bobby little friend. I need Roland Ray to cough that mucus up. Thank you. Let me know how that shit is. Thank you. I'm always talking about some thank you, bitch. Shut the hell up. I need to shut up. Okay, rerun is too fine to be gay. Girl, hush. Girl, why he gotta be? What you mean? I think he bi. He used to have a girlfriend. I get bi vibes from him. He probably bi. There's no way. I mean, hell, the way y'all hoes is these days, y'all don't like bisexual niggas, but I mean, hey, y'all gonna have to get with it because I mean, a lot of these niggas is bisexual these days. But it's been 45 minutes. I thank y'all for coming. Okay, I thank y'all whoever came. Homegirl, she could have definitely stayed. She could have definitely gave her opinion. Let me try to call her and see if she could come back. Yeah, because she dipped and she was supposed to come on here, okay? Because we were supposed to get this cracking and get this, live going and stuff. And then she just dipped. Like, oh well. Y'all follow me on Twitter. ENT Neptune on Twitter. I don't got but one follower, okay? It's not my personal page, clearly. But I mean, it's just for this show. So that way, whenever I'm on there, ain't nobody looking for my personal Twitter, okay? Because I got a freaky Twitter and all these other types of Twitters, okay? And if you would like to donate, okay, every donation goes a long way. I am not monetized yet. Okay, if it's just $1, I don't have that many subscribers, but I do have I do get views, not a lot, but I get more views than I got subscribers. If y'all would like to donate, you could cash app Ice King. It should say King Neptune. I'm not asking. Actually, yes, I am asking. Let me stop. I am asking and I am begging for donations and I'm begging for likes. If you made it this far at the end of the live, if you really felt me rambling, you felt me fuck with my vibe, you really stayed all this time, like the video. If you cannot donate, okay, like the video and subscribe. Because guess what? We be getting into all types of celebrity gossip, all types of topics, and all types of stuff. I be trying to maybe if this was a little bit more profitable, I would be a little bit more consistent. I'm trying to be a little bit more consistent while also juggling a personal things that's going on in my personal life. But yeah, this is it. I hope I didn't ramble this long. And I hope I said everything I needed to say. I hope everybody heard me. I hope everything went right. If not, hey, I feel like live videos is starting to be my niche because I don't even know how to get my real video to show up all the way up on the screen. Like it be minimized. Minimized. Damn. But maybe we might go live tomorrow. Maybe I might if something happens. It's been really dry. I hope y'all had a good weekend. Y'all have a very high vibrational Monday, very successful week. And I'm pushed through, going through the things that I have to do, the motions that I have to do as an adult. And I'll try to check in here and there and see what y'all doing or whatnot. And peace out.